Two Works for You begins right now with breaking news.
Now at 5, we are tracking 3 major stories happening right now. Controversy unfolding in Broken Arrow after several complaints about possible misuse of Chamber of Commerce money. The federal government will reopen for now. We break down the deal just made by lawmakers and the president. And winter weather swept across green country today. We begin with our chief meteorologist, Mike Collier, in the Weather Center.
Now, your Two Works for You first forecast, brought to you by Bob Hurley Auto Family.
Well, as I was saying yesterday at this time, there was the potential that we could deal with some snow showers today, and sure enough, that came to fruition. As we take a look at our live dual Doppler, the snow showers are moving out. It was rather short-lived, as it has now already moved off into far eastern portions of Oklahoma into northwestern Arkansas. Still some snow showers in northern portions of Delaware County, or I should say southern Delaware County into Adair County, pushing east towards Fayetteville. Still, while you're dealing with some snow showers in your area. Meanwhile, in Tulsa, we are dry now, as that has moved east of the region. The current wind chill, though, feels like 21 degrees outside. It feels cold. Jacket weather this afternoon. Jacket is needed this evening. We're done with the snow, but a big warm-up this weekend. We'll talk more about that with your forecast in just a few.
Thank you, Mike. There were at least 5 car wrecks reported when the snow started falling in the Tulsa metro. Thankfully, no one was seriously injured. Tulsa police activated Operation Slick Streets, which means they'll only respond to a car wreck if someone is hurt. Drivers do have to exchange information on their own and go online or to a nearby Quick Trip store to fill out an accident report. Download our free Two Works For You app. We will keep you updated when the weather strikes. You can also check on traffic crashes and before you head out the door. Just search KJRH in the App Store. And some breaking news out of Broken Arrow tonight. An audit reveals inappropriate spending by the Chamber of Commerce former CEO who resigned last summer. Two Works For You reporter Tony Russell is live in Broken Arrow tonight, where they're covering the questionable purchases. Tony?
The city officials, they confirm with me that Wes Smithwick resigned last June as a result of the allegations and this audit report that came. Now an audit released by the city details undocumented spending practices. City manager Michael Spurgeon says tips last spring from former chamber employees and 2 board of directors at the Economic Development Corporation led to the audit. The city says the report shows roughly $20,000 in expenses deemed to be personal in nature. So things like plane tickets, a charge for the United Kingdom's Eurostar Railroad, and high-dollar dinner tabs.
It was really a devastation of the lack of trust that we had in this person, to find out that they were exceeding their authority, that they were working outside the scope of what the contract called for.
Broken Arrow city manager says the audit findings were turned over to the Broken Arrow Police Department. We're told the police department actually looked at that audit and they said that it didn't rise to the level of a criminal charge. Reporting live in Broken Arrow, Tony Russell, Two Works For You.
Breaking news from the nation's capital. After 35 days, the president backs down for now on his demands for a border wall. He announced a temporary solution to the partial government shutdown. NBC's Jennifer Johnson is in Washington with the deal.
From the Rose Garden, President Trump announcing a temporary end to the partial government shutdown, the longest in U.S. history.
I will sign a bill to open our government for 3 weeks until February 15th.
Now Congress must approve the deal that calls for a 3-week cooling-off period while both sides negotiate border security.
Hopefully, it means a lesson has been learned. Shutting down government over a policy difference is self-defeating.
The plan includes no money for the president's wall, but he's confident Democrats will fund it.
They have finally and fully acknowledged that having barriers, fencing, or walls, or whatever you want to call it, will be an important part of the solution.
The temporary solution coming after sickouts from air traffic controllers caused delays for passengers flying in and out of major airports, including LaGuardia.
It looks like every single flight I rebook on just keeps delaying me.
The IRS also taking a hit. Fewer than half of furloughed employees supposed to handle tax returns showed up for work as of Tuesday. Now furloughed federal workers who have gone 2 pay periods without paychecks will go back to work, while Democrats and Republicans try to find a solution to the border wall stalemate. Jennifer Johnson, NBC News, Washington.